I don't know what Taj meant, but going by the change of color of my hair, I'm definitely an old man around here. Namaste and pranam to all of you. Yesterday, when I was just flipping through the news, there was a report and a warning of tremors in the Himalayan region and of greater intensity. And as we all know, these tremors are caused by some kind of movement. And that movement is the tectonic plates when they move. What happens when they collide? Eruptions and destructions. But what happened today in the heart of the Himalayan kingdom? A tectonic movement took place. Did you notice it? It was right outside in the lawns. That was the epicenter. The tectonic plates of religion and political powers moved, not to collide, but to come together, which can give birth to the highest peaks of shared universal human values. And this is the desire of one of the most important human beings of the last century, Mahatma Gandhi. He said, I have been accused all my life, of using religion in politics and politics in religion. And both accuse me of doing this mismatch. But I want to declare that till my last breath, I will continue to do that. Because if I serve humanity just by religion, I'll be serving half of the human dimension. And if I serve only through politics, it will be 50%. So I'm not willing to do 50% service of humanity, I want 100%. And that's why these two important ground plates of humanity, tectonic plates. And then, if they can move. And Gandhi said, I am in politics just for one reason. I have to spiritualize politicians. I don't know whether UP has the same agenda. So, from the oceans rises Sagar Matha. Sagar Matha is a beautiful word, you know. The head out of the ocean, or the head of the ocean. We talk of the depths of the ocean, we never talk about the head of the ocean. Have you ever talked? But this country is special. It talks about Sagar Matha, whom we know as Everest, Mount Everest, is the head and pinnacle of the oceans. So from the depths of suffering, what emerges? Emerges the highest home of divinity we call Nepal. And Nepal Bhumi ko is Divya Bhumi ko mera pranam, mera salute. I bow down to the holy land of Nepal. So our dear Prime Minister Shri Oli reminded us, and very quietly he reminded, that by dialogue with the sense of forgiveness, humanity has hope of peace and consequent overall prosperity. Unquote. History stands witness to his statement. It has a value. I am standing in front of you as a witness of his statement. If in the beginning of 16th century, my ancestors, mendicant, religious, spiritual persons, nothing to do with the worldly affairs, had not entered into a dialogue with the political power, and if they had not entered the highest seat of power of the Hindus, had not entered into a dialogue with the Muslim power, then the holiest of holy Hindu towns or centers, Vrindavan, would have not been there. When the Goswamis interacted with the imperial court, the Grand Mughal Akbar in 1598 created a geographical revenue entity, separate entity called Vrindavan, the holy center of Krishna. It is an unparalleled page in the interreligious understanding and cooperation of human history. The holiest of holy Hindu centers is a gift of a faithful Muslim. Akbar was a faithful Muslim. And again, inspired by Gandhi or Mandela or Bishop Tutu, we have again repeatedly shown that if we move into dialogue with openness and with the feeling of sense of forgiveness, we can do wonders. India forgave its oppressors and became the biggest trading partner. And the same question I asked Bishop Tutu, that how this country was saved from the bloodbath. He gave me a small little book, says, there's no future without forgiveness. That little booklet saved the bloodbath of great humanity. So, can we do it? Can we repeat these experiments time and again? Is a challenge to us. We can. If we have special blessings, we can. Human can do anything. First and foremost, we need blessings of whom else but Shri Pashupatinath. Every speaker has been seeking blessing, and I also am seeking the blessing for this spirit of dialogue, so that, like him, we may drink not the nectar, but the poison. Unless we are willing to take the poison and drink ourselves, not force the other to drink the poison, unless we drink the poison of hatred, mistrust, anger, and violence, this dialogue is not possible. But the kripa of Parmeshwara Shiva is not enough unless there is a grace of Parvati, the daughter of the Himalayas. That is needed. She is the power of love, sacrifice, and creativity. Without Shakti, Shiva is Shab. The God is dead without that female power. And that's why we pray, Bhavani Shankarau Vande, Shraddha Vishwasa Rupano, Yabhyam Vinana Pashyanti Siddha Swantastamishwaram. Even the divine people cannot see the truth unless the God intervenes as male and female, as faith and belief. So these transcendental parents or transcendent parents, how do we know about them today? Are they any good to us? Agam agochar buddhi par? We are fortunate that we have true parents today. We are so lucky and so fortunate in this time of history, in the momentous history, we have our Father and Mother Moon. Mother Moon. They gave us in many, many ways. Their grace is multifaceted, but today Mother Moon shines because the moon has to shine. The Mother Moon shines upon us as the daughter of the divine. We, the Hindus, pray to the highest power manifest as female. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Nari Rupena Sanstita. And that female takes all forms as mother, as wife, as sister, as daughter, and as a colleague in human service. So Mrs. Moon's feelings echo in the value of valley of Hindu tradition. Naryastu yatra pujyante ramante tatra devata. If we want the kingdom of God on this earth, there is only one way we can travel to that kingdom. And that is, if the feminine and the female and the women are respected, not raped, not exploited, but decorated, celebrated, then only we can dream of any divine kingdom on this earth. Otherwise, it's a high talk. So this noble idea can become a reality only if we are blessed by Buddha, by his compassion. Also, we need to be enlightened by Buddha so that we not only serve woman and man equally, but as inseparable units of one human family bound in love and service. Having said that, that was a very small preface to what I am going to say, Mr. Moderator. Now, this is the takeaway time. In any Hindu congregation, the katha and pravachan and satsang is fruitless if the prasad is not given to take away. So what is the takeaway of this session? What is the takeaway of the session? And are we ready to take? So what I feel that our deliberations have given us a product. And if you feel it is meaningful and useful, then let me know. And I read the product. The product is like this. As participants of the Asia Pacific Summit 2018, Nepal, attending the session with the theme Addressing the Critical Challenges of Our Time, the role of faith-based organizations and civil society, we affirm the unique and essential role that religions are called to play in bringing about a world of lasting peace. A world in which people of all nationalities, ethnicities, races, cultures, and worldviews live together in mutual respect, harmony, and cooperation as one family under God. Throughout the ages, religion has served as a guide to humanity. Everybody is echoing here, leading us from darkness to light, establishing the foundations of morality and providing a vision of good society. The teachings and scriptures of the great religious traditions are humanity's greatest treasures. We are the richest people in the world. So we also recognize that persons within each of our religions have fallen short and failed to embody those universal ideals that are espoused within our traditions. Religion too often has given rise to conflict. We resolve to overcome the divisive tendencies that may emerge within religion and to work to promote dialogue, mutual respect and cooperation so that we may more effectively work to solve the critical challenges of our time, including poverty, hunger, injustice, environmental degradation, family breakdown, corruption, conflict, violence, and so on. Not only should religions cooperate with one another, Hindu, Buddhist, Christians, Islamic, tradition, Jews, Sikh, Jain, Baha'i, and go on. They should also work together with the leaders of government and civil society and the private sector as partners for the sake of building the world envisioned by our founders, our ancestors, and indeed all our people. We applaud the leadership of Dr. Hak Jan Moon and her late husband, Reverend Dr. Sun Myung Moon, for their vision and work over many decades to create one family under God. On this Saturday, December 1st, 2018, we endorsed the proposal to establish a new interreligious association known provisionally as the Interreligious Association for Peace and Development. You have heard me carefully. But how do I know that you approve and you agree with me? How do I know? Yeah. If it had been Vrindavan, we would have just said, Radhe, Radhe.
Radhe, Radhe.
Salute the feminine for the success of any of your resolves in life. Thank you so much.